I haven't been paying too much attention to the chat, but I saw the word lottery mentioned. I got myself a Mountain Dew here because I found like a scratch-off lottery ticket from Christmas that I didn't know I had, and I won. And I have like $7.50 left over, so I'm rolling in it right now. All right, let's actually get into some Cubs March to October here, because the last time out, the last episode, it ended on a very high note because we hit a walk-off home run, I remember. It's been a little while, though, so I always feel like we need to kind of refamiliarize ourselves with how these Cubs are doing. We're about halfway through the year, 77 games in. We are currently winning the NL Central. I remember that's been kind of an interesting fight between us and the Cardinals. Because, like, it seems like whenever we do good, they do good. We do bad, they do bad. So somehow we just maintain this same lead over them. But the hitting has been a bright spot. Like, our hitting on this team has been very good if we just kind of cycle through these guys real quick. Like, Seiya Suzuki's batting over he's batting 318 with a bunch of homers. Bellinger's doing fine. Patrick Wisdom with 23 home runs. And maybe more shocking, the 276 average, 354 on base. You got Nico Horner, Dansby. I guess Dansby's not putting up great numbers, but he was the one who hit the walk-off that I was talking about. Christopher Morel's been hitting bombs. He's up to 19. Look at his progression, too. You love to see that. Yan Gomes is somebody we need to not have in the starting lineup anymore, but there's not really much we can do right now because Miguel Amaya is not much better. These are like the only two guys that are not doing great. I guess Yan Gomes, it's not like he's playing bad. For a 65 overall, putting up these numbers is fine. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, this team's hitting has been really good. It's been the pitching that's kind of been letting us down. Pitching hasn't even been bad, it's just hasn't been good. Like, all of our starters, besides Kyle Hendricks, are over a 4 ERA. Our bullpen hasn't been all that great. We did make a couple of trades for the bullpen in last episode. We added Shelby Miller and Sean Armstrong. I did, before I hopped on live here today, I did make some adjustments to our trade management, our players to target screen here. Pretty much just to target lefties. That's all I did here. I'm sorry, I'm like stifling a burp here from this Mountain Dew. So yeah, Sam Hentges, Tyler Holton, 2 new arms that I added that we're targeting. Couple solid mid to higher 70s lefties, I guess, in the case of Hentges. We need lefties in our bullpen. Like, that's probably our one weak spot right now, is we only have the one lefty. You like those targets? Then I like them too. I still want the catcher. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about with Yan Gomes. That's probably like our biggest need right now, is to get a better catcher. So these guys I added here last time out, I still want one of these two. But I think we're pretty much ready to hop into our next game here. We're up 8-7. You don't see that too often in March to October. Top of the 9th inning. Just got to hold the lead for 2 more outs. And this should be interesting because Adbert did not have a good time maintaining a lead in the last episode. We've given up all 7 runs in the last 3 innings also. So that's not great. You're completely blindsided by the fact that the CPU just decided not to re-sign Gavin Sheets, even though he's a higher overall and roughly the same age. You and me both, man. You and me both. Yeah, I got it all off my chest in the video, and I feel like I shouldn't let myself get back into why I'm frustrated about everything in the White Sox March to October. But, yeah, Adbert, you know, we got this. No, he's going to roll a double play, and we'll be fine. The chat looks way better. Oh, it does. Look at that. Okay. So, yeah, maybe it was just the bad menu screens, and that's all it was. Actually, though, you reminded me, when we're in the game, I'm supposed to be down here, and the chat's supposed to be above me. It looks a little weird up there, but it's fine. But yeah, I'm hoping very soon here I'm gonna have, I guess, a bit of an announcement to make, and those ideas are why I want the chat up on the screen. I think I talked a little bit about it the last time I was live, if anybody was here the last time. But I kind of want to launch like a second channel for all these streams. And if it's not just the live chat replay, then there's no way to read the chat. So I feel like it's kind of important to have the chat on the screen. All right. I was going to start reading the chat, but I feel like I kind of got to make sure I'm locked in here. Pick up this win. Let's, okay. Nico's got it. We're good. All right. Brett Beatty with an amazing strikeout. Yeah, that wasn't a pretty one. Didn't even really register to me, but that was just kind of a sinker low in the zone, and he swung at it like it was a changeup. Your friend at college is a big Mets fan and a huge Beatty hater. I haven't kept up with how he's done. Man, Jeff McNeil 5 for 5, 2 bombs in that game. That's crazy. And Yan Gomes, I didn't even see that. Our player of the game. Just talking about how I wanted to get rid of him, and he's just a casual 4-hit home run player of the game. So we were on a winning streak. It said, you know, we had to win to keep that streak going. So I don't remember where we were at. But we have a lot of momentum here. So what are we about to see? Keep going on this winning streak or lose it in the first game against San Francisco. Oh, and look at this. All right, we got something big right away. This isn't a fast track. I would kind of hope that with the young players we're seeing here, this would be a fast track. But we got to get Kevin Alcantara here. Like, that's the only option, especially since it's a call up and not a fast track. Man, the chat is flying here. This is like the first time in a bit that I've had trouble keeping up with you guys. Gomes just trying to butter me up. Yeah, I guess he won't be getting sent down here, will he? Because none of these guys are catchers. Yeah, the only option here is Alcantara. He's the only one with a good enough overall right now to justify him being in the big leagues, and then he can get even better. That's the thing, though. Since this isn't a fast track, we actually... You know, I should move myself here so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. That'll work. But Mike Tauchman here, 67 overall. He's a backup outfielder. Alcantara is better, so like it makes sense even if we don't get the boost. Because we kind of got to treat this like he's going to come up and be a 69 overall. Because I'm not great at hitter player locks. But if it goes well, then it'll go well, and he'll be a much better option. So we will. We're going to call up Kevin Alcantara. We're going to send down Mike Tauchman. Tauchman's been good. It kind of sucks to have to send him down, but he's regressing. He's a low-ish overall. I think at the very least, Alcantara is a better fielder. So we're doing it. Exciting here. You love the player locks. They don't love you. That is exactly how I feel. And normally I would say only for hitters, but I guess our last time out with the Cubs, I did fail a pitcher one, didn't I? All right, I missed a chat a little bit earlier. I wanted to read here. MLB The Show being the best sports game just is so much about how pathetic EA is with FIFA, Madden, and NHL. Yeah, there's a reason I haven't played Madden since Madden 21. Although I'd love to check out the new college football game that's going to be coming out here. So what does Alcantara look like in our starting lineup here? Or not starting lineup. He'll be on the bench, and he's probably not going to find his way into our starting lineup, even if he gets boosted. It'll just be nice for him to get boosted. So let's go for it. You got a player lock with Ronald Acuna Jr. Went 0 for 4 with 4 perfect swings. Awful. I would have been done. I would have been done for the day. At least with a player lock, if the team loses, the momentum should still be positive. I don't think that's not what I've found. In the major leagues, at least. If you player lock in the majors, you can have a great game. But if the team loses, you get one snowflake. If you're in the minors, it only depends on what you do. But in the majors, yeah, it's all based on what the team does. All right, you know what? I gotta lock in here. This is important to get a Kevin Alcantara boost here. Can't be reading chat right now. Especially since this is going to be my first at-bats I'm taking on Legend difficulty today. Alright, let's do this. I'm trying to not anchor the PCI up anymore, so I'm still kind of getting used to that too. We got to face Jordan Hicks. That might be the best pitch I see. Otherwise, I'm probably about to get fed some outlier sinkers. Oh, no. See, that's what I'm... That is... I don't know what I'm trying to say. That is purely because I haven't taken any at-bats on this game yet today. Wait, who made a bad pun? What did I miss? I love bad puns. Oh, is it just you saying it was toxic to toxic about the game, giving him the 0 for 4? Okay, we're there. I don't know why I still field in player locks. It's just kind of fun for me. It doesn't do anything. I could make the best plays, or I could make an error every single time, and I don't think it actually impacts whether or not you get a boost. Okay, I'll be fine with that. I'll be fine if he walks me. We are already in the 5th inning, though, so that's not looking that good. It's a good take. Player lock fielding for outfield sucks this year. You're always given line drives and whatever else you said. Man, I felt like I was on that. I don't know. I don't player lock field too much, so that's kind of yeah. I missed Toxic's pun. That's a good one. Like I said, I love bad puns. I shouldn't, but I do. I can't. My brain doesn't work fast enough in the pun department.
And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 325 in his last 10 games.
So that's probably what you were talking about. Is you see a lot of that in the outfield player locks. You wish your performance as a whole also helped out with the boost. I agree, and I wish it was. I wish you got boosted based on what you did too. Like if you hit a home run, you get more power. If you steal a base, you get more speed. If you make some plays in the field, you upgrade your fielding. But it's always the same. That's going to be a hit. I don't know if that's going to be enough to secure a boost here, but we should be getting one more at bat in this one. That's his first big league hit too, right? Oh, and man, I keep forgetting. I'm so bad at managing where I'm at on the screen. When I'm in the game, I'm supposed to be down here. At least my brain works fast in the fun department. I can't even come up with a response to that. I'm glad. The fun department. That'd be a good name for a created stadium. 1v1 in the fun department. Yeah, defense does nothing for the boost. I hope I didn't miss them telling me to steal. Okay, no. That doesn't help though. If we didn't get that double play turned, I think that guarantees another at bat, but now if we get set down in order for the rest of the game, we don't get another one. This is also not a great situation for our lead. Only up by 1. They got 2 on and nobody out. We're there, right? Yeah. Ooh, we got a chance to throw him out. Oh my god, this is the first time I've seen that this year. Did I just throw him out, though, because of it? Look at that. Look at the cannon in center field. That is the first time I've seen that minigame. That was actually kind of fun. You'd assume the fun department is the shortest walls and max elevation? No. No, because to me, that's not fun. I need some good balanced gameplay to enjoy myself. That was it? Wait, that was the end of the game, so we didn't get another at-bat? How? We really got sat down in order. I guess that's a good thing, because if I got another at bat and failed, we probably wouldn't have gotten the boost. But now with that, we get a boost, and we get the momentum. Not fun to hit homers. It's not that. It's that those stadiums with the short walls, max elevations, it makes home runs too common. So then it doesn't become fun anymore. Like if every swing I make is a home run, the home runs aren't special. Patrick Wisdom with another 2 bombs in that one too. Okay. So what are we about to see from Alcantara here? I feel like pitchers is normally like a solid +6 to their overall you can expect, but hitters, it's kind of all over the place. So he was, what was he, a 69 overall? We still have a good amount of momentum here. We can't seem to get a new winning streak started, but we're still winning more games than we're losing. Survive close games. This is probably going to be another late game. Oh, no, it's not. We got 3 full innings to play. Cardinals have pulled back, tied with us. That's like what I've been saying. When we play good, they play good. We've been playing good, and they're just slightly even better. You forgot... Ooh, I always forget how to say his name. Coulomb popped up as the first trade of the season. As an Orioles fan, you wish he was your closer instead of Cano/Craig. I've never known Danny Coulomb to be good. I remember he got upgraded in the first roster update this year, and I was like, oh, he's actually good. He's always a good Battle Royale arm because he's a lefty with the sinker cutter. Dalton Rushing has been kind of disappointing in Pack Attack until he hit 2 home runs in that one game. I don't know if I'd say he's been disappointing. He just hadn't been going deep. Oh, I got to look at the boost. You wish player boost boosted clutch? Yeah, I agree. I would have thought that would be something they changed when they made clutch matter more. Where are we looking at here? Kevin Alcantara, 74 overall, and he gets the standard boost. So +1 as like a base to everywhere, and then the extra +6 to contact, +6 to vision and discipline. And it's just like what you were saying. The clutch doesn't go up much, so his contact's looking good, but then the clutch is only at 52. So I keep feeling like I have some gunk on my glasses though. Let me clean that off. Another thing I should have gotten taken care of before I went live. You guys are my tech support. Now you're my glasses cleaners. There we go. That looks better. You got him for cash consideration, so you assume even the Twins weren't familiar with his game. I wonder, I'd love to see like a list or something of all the best trades for cash considerations. Because I feel like there's some people that's like, oh, he was traded for cash and now he's like this. Ian Happ was not an 80 overall when we looked before, was he? That's good. That's good to see out of him. Wisdom's up to 27 home runs. Shouldn't be looking at stats right now, though. We're in play mode here, and we got to recapture the division lead. So we have a 2-2 tie. Yan Gomes at the plate. And we got 3 innings to win this game. We're at home, which is good. Hendricks has gone 7. We'll look into this. I always like taking a look at what we have going on here. We have a couple triples today. Yan Gomes with a triple? I feel like ever since the start of this episode, he's just been kind of going off. Nico Horner with his 10th homer. Hendricks, 7 innings. 2 runs allowed, keeping us in this game. Speaking of cash considerations, the Braves got Zach Short and money for Luis Guillorme. Like recently. Because I feel like I just saw Angels manager Ron Washington. Like I feel like I just heard something that he was like throwing Guillorme under the bus, and now he's gone. Also, Reynaldo Lopez has the 2nd lowest ERA for a starting pitcher. I am shocked by that. Because back when he was on the White Sox, they kept trying to make him a starter, and he wouldn't pitch good. And then they had him come out of the bullpen, and he was elite. Yeah, I thought if the Braves made him a starter, he was going to go right back to not being good. Ooh, Yan Gomes is... Look at the bat. Look at how fast he got the bat through the zone there. Very early on the fastball up. Gomes wants to stay. Oh, he's too quick again. That might drop in. Is it? No, it's not going to drop in. Wow, okay. That probably should have been hit harder. I caught a glimpse of that PCI at the very end. I feel like that was a good swing. 139 ERA and 109 whip. Yeah, I did not know he was doing that good. It's a White Sox thing. It's always a White Sox thing, isn't it? Or maybe it's not, because now all these ex-White Sox are going elsewhere and not playing good. Maybe it's only a White Sox pitcher thing, because, like, well, I guess they're all... I don't know what Lance Lynn's doing, but then Giolito's hurt. Hendricks is hurt. I was thinking Chris Sale, but he hasn't been... He hadn't been on the White Sox in a very long time. But he's been good, right? Aaron Bummer hasn't been very good. Well, if it makes you feel any better, not many of the people that he was traded for have been very good for the Sox. We really just grounded into a double play there. Nice. Throwing away the good start to our inning. Yeah, 101 and 95 on the foul balls, and then 74 on the ball in play. And the ball in play wasn't even a bad swing. Wait, I should actually make sure I should leave Hendricks in here. He's got plenty of energy. Yeah, I'll pitch an inning with Kyle Hendricks. I should start getting used to using him now that he's in our White Sox March to October. That was a bad pitch. I'm lucky he didn't swing. And there we go. All right. It always kind of, whenever I see a ball hit to somebody with no fielding badge next to their name, I get kind of nervous. Who do I have in the pen? That's a good call. I have a lefty and a righty. I'm good with leaving Sean Armstrong in. We haven't used him yet since I traded for him that I can remember. In the game with your 0 for 4 performance, some random guy hit a ball 34 off the bat and got a hit. Was it a bunt? Wait, Victor, are you saying I pronounced it right one of the two times? Or did I get it right that last time, too? Coulomb. Or maybe just Coulomb. No, he hit it just very softly, right towards the second baseman. Gotta love MLB The Show. I mean, that's just taunting at that point. In a game where you're doing nothing but getting perfect swings and getting out. Ooh, what a pitch. What a pitch. You didn't hear it the second time? I was just talking about when I just said he was in the bullpen. Maybe I didn't even say his name. I don't know. My short-term memory is not there, is it? I could have sworn Hendricks had a cutter. Did he used to have a cutter in old or older MLB The Shows? Dude, he is getting some swings and misses on that curve. I almost want to throw it again. I am. I'm going to throw it again. Come on, sit him down. I'll take that too. I will take that too. Rolled over on it. Now we just got to score. I want to score now and have another chance with Alzolay to close it. You know, there was... I just realized I forgot to mention it at the start. I made one change to how the stream works that I hope isn't bad for you guys, but it was more just me wanting to test it out. I turned on a little option that allowed YouTube to, like, place ads during the stream. I said... Oh, hang on. No, that's going foul. Yeah. So I set it to the lowest setting so it would play the least amount of ads. Again, like I said, it's just kind of a test to see what kind of difference it makes. I don't think it's something that I'll leave on. Even if it doubles the amount I'd make, at this point I'm still not like making much from the stream, so it'd be like going from 50 cents to $1. So I probably won't leave it on. If it was going from like $50 to $100, that'd be a different story, but I just kind of wanted to test it out, see what kind of numbers I got back from it. Oh, get down. There we go. That bounced very weird. I think that hit off the base. Are we going to be able to get 3 on this? I'm going to go for it. That's an easy triple down the line. Oh, those are so nice. That's got to set us up for a run here, right? Nobody out, runner at third. Is that actually was this the game? Am I forgetting that bad? This was the game we already had 2 triples, right? That's our 3rd triple of the game. That's crazy. PCA lefty to drive in this go-ahead run. You know, I guess I probably could start warming up Alzolay right now. Actually, they have 3 lefties due up. I might just use Coulomb anyway. You only use power swings even when you get to Hall of Fame or Legend? You're crazy. I never power swing. I just feel like you don't need to. Like, I'm sure it makes a difference. It just doesn't feel like it's enough of a reward for how much of a risk it is, making that PCI even smaller. That is another good swing. That's just going to go. Pete Crow Armstrong, lefty. It didn't leave. It's going to be another triple, though. 99 speed, our 4th triple of the game. Back-to-back triples? Are you kidding me? Dude, I'm fired up right now. This would be a moment. You would load on next week to MLB The Show, and this would be a moment. Back-to-back triples, and everyone would hate it. Come on, Nico. Go opposite field. Hit another one in a row. That's just an RBI base hit. Underachiever. You're calling 5 triples? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Putting the pressure on. We don't have any outs yet. PCA, a.k.a. the helmet guy. Ah, that's a bad swing. Don't give SDS ideas. I'm sorry. They're not watching. Probably because the CPU throws enough hangers and you focus on using high contact guys. Okay, that makes sense then. Get a little bit more power then. No, that's not going to drop in. We already learned that earlier in the game with Gomes not getting it to drop in. That? Okay, that was interesting. They're always watching. Whatever the record for a game, I need to beat it. I wonder what the record... You guys can probably find that pretty quick. The record for triples in a game. It's probably something from like 1895 when there was no fences in the fields. Is that really going to be right to him? 101 off the bat. Rocket. What's the farthest home run I've hit? I think it was earlier this year. I think I hit one... It might have been on a video even. I think I hit one with Justin Turner, and it went like 530. Now I can't remember. I don't know. If the game does a pitch out, take an extra lead, and steal out of spite. I feel like the game doesn't do a ton of pitch outs anymore. Like, there's still definitely... Well, there it is. I was going to say there's still definitely plenty of slide steps. I feel like you don't get too many pitch outs, though. Oh, Harper. Costing me maybe another triple there. If that gets past him and all the way to the corner, who knows? You were about to say and forgot, but with power swings, you get exactly that. A ton of good timing line drives with 110 velo straight to an outfielder. That happens too much this year. Like, I feel like we need more, like, top spin on the ball. I feel like that's the issue, is these line drives, they just, like, hang up in the air and then they just glide all the way to the outfielder. These hard hit line drives need to, like, curve downward and drop in. So SDS, if you are always watching, implement that. Give us some top spin on our line drives. There we go. Look at Danny with the spot there, painting. I'm trusting him here with all these matchups. Lefty-lefty. There we go. Another grounder. Dansby's got it. Weak arm and all. Wait, I missed it. Chops, you hit one 460 with Arrieta? Like the new Arrieta that came out like last week or whatever? Or is this on a game before? Oh, Dansby, no. Thought he had a shot there. Bryce Harper already fielding like a platinum glover in his second year at a new position. Yeah, I didn't know he was going to stay there. Maybe he was just really good at playing first. I just kind of assumed once his arm healed up fully, he'd go back to the outfield. Did I know Justin Turner and Trey Turner are not related? I always assumed that, but what I didn't know is the relief pitchers, Scott Barlow and Joe Barlow. For some reason, I just always assumed they were brothers, and they're not. Come on, man. We need to get this punch out. We need to get this last out here. Actually, I don't even remember what the count was there. If he didn't foul that off, I don't know if that'd be a punch out yet. That one could have been. We'll take the weak grounder either way. That's a nice win. All kinds of triples, couple runs put on the board by me. That was like a classic March to October game. I throw away the inning that I load into with 2 runners all the way already on, and then I just score the runs myself the next inning. You don't have the new Arrieta? So that must have been a couple years ago, which is even more surprising because this year with the exit velo boost, it seems like. There's 2 minor league pitchers that have the exact same likeness, name in our pictures, but they aren't related in the game or in real life. It's probably because they needed space to DH Schwarber, and when he was DHing in his return, their defense sucked. Well, I get that. I'm just saying now that Harper's back healthy, I'm surprised he didn't go back to the outfield. I guess it all depends on who was on their roster. They didn't get Reese back, so they didn't have a first baseman. Brady Feigl in real life. Now that Casty sucks, they should probably move him back out to left or something anyways. Did we just... Hang on. Did we just lose multiple games in a row there against the Phillies and I missed it? After winning and getting momentum? I don't like that. Quick, get into a pitching moment so you can get into the shower. Well, depending on who we trade for here, if we trade for a pitcher, I guess it'd only be a starter. Would give us a player lock. I don't really know where this comes from. Why? Yeah. What are they thinking? Why would I take Rengifo here? So no, we can move on pretty easily from that. Alex Wood from the A's. That is a... Yeah, I know I'm blocking some of my guys here because that is a hefty price for Alex Wood. Like, I wouldn't consider any of these dudes great, but still 3 players, all a 64 or above for Alex Wood. To be fair, Rengifo's free. I guess that's true. That's a fair point. I could revisit that. And then the Jays, another starter. Yusei Kikuchi for Matt Shaw. A 32-year-old who's reached his limit. He's reached his potential. Not even like pitching amazing or anything this year for an potential 22-year-old. That's a lot to ask for a 33-year-old Wood. I agree. And I don't really need any of these positions here. I don't know where this is coming from. Like, I have catcher, and I have relief pitcher and closer. And they give me a second baseman and 2 starters. I guess that was a fair point, though, about Rengifo. Like, this is free. This is... It doesn't really take anything to get him, and he is a 77 overall with 91 contact against lefties. You love when the sim game gives you more wins than losses with giant positive momentum. Literally just happened in your Reds March to October yesterday before you rage quit and deleted it. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna do this. It's just how is this gonna work on our team? Because like this doesn't. I don't know what happens here because I don't get to choose who gets removed from the team. Michael Busch has been really good. Nick Madrigal has been really Nick Madrigal's been really good as a bench player. He's batting .321, 36 for 112. I kind of don't want him to get sent down. Like where do we put him? What's our lineup against lefties looking like? Do we even have a spot where this would make sense? I guess over Michael Busch. But Michael Busch has been good. So send down Amaya, but then we don't have a backup catcher, and I don't get to choose. I guess that's the bigger factor here. Is I'm not going to be the one who gets to choose who gets sent down. Can Rengifo can't play first. He's not great in the field either. We could put Bellinger at first full time. And then Rengifo is just bad in the outfield. Guess it'd probably be better to have Morel be bad in the outfield than Rengifo, because at least Morel's fast or faster. You know he's the backup catcher, but there aren't injuries, but there is still energy. Like we don't see it, but players still need to rest, and I think the energy affects how good a player plays. I don't know that for sure. But also, I just think it's up to the CPU. So Rengifo could play third or left field. But does that help? Like that's what I'm thinking. I wish I could back out here, look at our splits on our stats, because like if Michael Busch, right now he's only starting against lefties and he's batting over 300. So he might just be destroying left-handed pitching anyway, plus 7 to his contact. If he's hitting like 300 something against lefties, is it even an upgrade to get Rengifo? After a year of this, am I going to do another one? Probably with a different team. To be completely honest, this March to October wasn't supposed to take as long as it has. I just haven't been streaming as often as I originally planned on. But yeah, the plan was to do like one season with the Cubs and then move on to a different team and just do like one season with a bunch. I honestly don't know what to do here. Like, I feel like I don't want to give up what we're giving up to get these starters, because some of these dudes could be pieces in trades for better arms. Even though, like, technically, Alex Wood, even Kikuchi would be upgrades over Jordan Wicks at a 74. But I just don't know if I want to waste some of our trade pieces on an arm that's not even, like, that big of an upgrade. So, yeah, I mean, that just leaves Rengifo, and I don't know if this is the best fit. Braves next. I'm planning on spinning a wheel again. I know it's a while ago, but I spun a wheel to determine who I was going to use for this one, so I'll probably just spin a wheel again. When do I plan on streaming next? I have no idea. Hopefully it won't be too long. You don't think there's a wrong answer here with Rengifo? I just don't know if there's a right answer, though. Like, there might not be any wrong answers, but there might not be any right answers either. It might just be a lateral movement if I get him. Because the only way I see this working is sitting down Michael Busch, and he's been doing really good. I guess, like, Maybe I could sit down PCA, even though I've been good with him. And technically he's better against lefties. But maybe I could bench him, move Bellinger to center, and you know what? I guess I probably should just accept this because Rengifo is a good bat. He'll probably be an upgrade to the team. I don't know. I don't feel good about this. This would be the kind of thing that when I'm recording and it's not live, I'd be sitting here for way too long and I'd have to cut out like 15 minutes of the recording of me just sitting there, not knowing what to do. I think I'm going to do it though. Just trust the March to October trade magic. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's take Rengifo. We laughed at him at first, and then the other two options weren't good, so we end up with him anyway. I don't know about this. We'll see. We'll see what they've done, but we're going to get a player lock with Rengifo. That's what we know for sure. Still, yeah, I still don't understand that trade from the Angels side. Like, what are they doing? So they do have, against righties at least, Rengifo's on the bench. Yeah, what were the Angels doing? Like, he's got another year after this of team control. He's young, or young-ish at least. B potential. So what about against lefties? They still have him on the bench. So I guess it is all up to me with what I would want to do. I think for now, at least, we'll sit Michael Busch. I think that'll be our plan. So I'll probably... I was going to say I'll probably move Bellinger to first, but would it be better to have Wisdom play first? Like, it might be better to keep better fielders in the outfield. I might do that. Even though... I was going to say, even though Wisdom's doing really good at the plate, and with him DHing, he probably gets to play every day. But I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to have Wisdom play first base. We're going to bring Rengifo in, and then it's just kind of between Rengifo or Morel to play third. And honestly, Morel is a primary third baseman. Rengifo isn't. So that would mean Rengifo would get a little bit of a penalty for playing a secondary position. Who got sent down? Good eye there. Good call. Because I didn't look. Who did get sent down? Who am I not noticing here? I always forget who's on the team to have gotten sent down. Who are we missing? You got anybody? I feel like this happened earlier in this March to October. I didn't realize who got sent down. It was definitely a position player. I don't think it's in the bullpen because we had 4. We still have 4 on the bench. Oh, it was Madrigal. Nick Madrigal. That's who it was. That's probably who I would have done too, even though he was playing really well. I think we got to move Rengifo up in the order though with how good he is. Yeah, he's probably good batting. We'll bat him 5th. Bat him 5th, have him DH, leave Morel at 3rd. We got Wisdom playing first. I think this is the best way to handle it right now. Busch on the bench. I don't know, we just got to remember to maybe pinch hit with him if it makes sense. You were going to say keep Busch in and manually substitute PCA late game as a pinch runner fielder, but that's probably just you not caring at all about defense. But it's also the fact that we sim a bunch of games. So like in all those, my hip cracked big time. You guys might have even heard that. But in all the games we sim, then, it would just be PCA sitting. So I don't know. Where are we at in the division here? We gained another half game. So we're up now again over the Cardinals. But we're going to be player locked here with Rengifo. So let's just go ahead. Let's see if we get him a nice little performance boost. So for anybody unfamiliar, which I feel like most of you guys are familiar, the non-call up player locks, you don't get an attribute boost. But you do get, they just call it a performance boost. It's kind of ambiguous. Chops, are you asking if I'm good because you heard that hip crack? You guys did hear it? Oh my god, I didn't know it was that loud. I love that though. I love the hip crack. Like, that's one of the most satisfying ones. That one was just very loud. All right, let's go. Let's go with Rengifo here. Of course, we don't get to... I didn't even realize. Not only do we not get to face a lefty, but we have to face Corbin Burns. And I can't see. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm going to pull this one off. I couldn't see that pitch out of his hand. We got a tiny PCI. Okay, I saw that one a little bit better, so maybe it's just when he threw it up in the zone. Okay, that's cool too. A couple failed check swings. Lean into it. Stick that elbow out. No! Oh, I thought that was a hanging curve, and I timed it up. I just got on top of it. That's not a good way to start. So just out of curiosity, have any of you guys gotten a mid-roll ad to pop up for you during the stream? Man, I always like have a moment of panic, not knowing what button to press, because like way back, old school Road to the Shows, you'd press square to throw to first, and I always like feel like I almost do that. Mike, you've gotten an ad? Just one? Because I would hope so. With the amount of time I've been live, I would hope it's not more than one right now. Victor, you have ad block on, so you're not the best example. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. That's a bad one. That's a bad one. Just one? Okay, good. Because I feel like I've been live for like an hour, and it probably shouldn't be more than one with that. Okay, that was not a good swing. Again, I timed it up. That's both times I've made contact. I've timed it up. It's been hittable pitches, and I haven't done anything. Yeah, like I said with the ads, it's more just a test anyway. I don't even think it'll be something I keep going with. I don't really like the idea of the stream being interrupted, like while you guys are watching it. Although I guess I don't really watch many YouTube live streams, so I don't even know how ads work. Like, does it just stop my stream completely and show you guys an ad, or is there just like a window that pops up? I don't even know. Oh my, dude. Enough with the ground outs to second base, Rengifo. Do something else at least. That could be our last at bat. You remember in 23, you didn't know the difference between the player lock boost, so after you traded... Hang on here, let me make a play. Oh boy. Alright. So after you traded and shoved with Yanni Chirinos for a +3, you checked his attributes and there was no progression. Yeah. I forget if... I can't remember now. I don't think fast tracks were even a thing when they first made March to October. Because that was MLB 19. And I feel like fast tracks were a thing that became a thing after I'd already played March to October. So I didn't have that same realization. You just got another ad, so I wonder if it's like an every half an hour thing or thereabouts. How am I missing that? Oh, because I brought the PCI in. He doesn't throw cutters anymore. That guy's out of the game now. There we go. All right, base hit. In a game where not much offense has happened, that could be enough to get me something. It might also depend on what it turns into. I don't even know. That was a kind of a decent swing, though. I don't hit Felix Bautista well. Okay, that's getting through. They also, man, I don't understand why they made the change to player locks. You used to be able to just hold down L2 and it would go to like the broadcast camera angle, and then they took that out for some reason. It's so much more difficult to know what's going on when you have to like manually control the camera. 3-0 count to Morel here. Okay, are we about to load the bases? We are. We still got some life here. Making a comeback off of Felix Bautista. All started by Renjifo's base hit. Come on, Gomes. Just don't hit it on the ground, bud. What do you do? What was that? See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even really know what happened. I just saw him on the ground. Was that a line out? Did he make a diving play on a line drive and that's why we're not tied here? Oh my God. Oh, no. I mean, it's better that it was in the air. They brought in Craig Kimbrell. They did not trust Bautista to finish this one. And PCA, oh, he did. He came through. We're going to score 2 on that. Pete Crow Armstrong out of the 9-hole with 2 outs against Craig Kimbrell. You got to love it. Come on. Now just give me that win. Let me walk away with a win here. There we go. What a game. I need the credit for that. I started that with Renjifo. There we go. We got the plus. It doesn't matter a ton when it's not, like when it doesn't give you the attribute boost afterwards. But still, a 1+ performance boost is better than nothing. For the next team, do I know what team I'm doing, or am I going to spin the wheel? I plan on spinning the wheel again. So it'll be 28 teams minus the 2 Chicago teams. Never been so happy for an Orioles loss in your life. Man, I've got you rooting against your own team with this March to October. Renjifo 1 for 4. Oh, you're updating him. I thought you were taunting him because of his Acuna one he was talking about. What do we got here? Okay, it's the end of the first half of the season. I didn't even realize we were at that point. Only +8, though. We got 4.5 stars. I would have thought 57 and 39 would have been more than just 8 more wins than expected. But I guess that's pretty solid. That's also good for team affinity. This new set of team affinity is a lot tougher to grind. Finally, player locks are starting to be nice to you. Barely. I've gotten 1 hit in each of my player locks today, both ground balls that just happened to get through. All right, so yeah, the draft, we don't have to worry about this. Since it's only the 1 year, we're not playing on past this 1 year. We don't have to draft, so I'm just going to skip pretty much to the end of it here. You're going to have to play the O's in the divisional against your Guardians. I saw the hearts pop up right before you said guess who, Jeff, and I'm like, oh, Jeff must have gotten here. That's hilarious. All right, where do I have to go here? I think I just hit start draft, and then we got to see the first picks. On Monday, you're seeing St. Louis play the Orioles, and you can't wait to see Henderson in Richmond. Why do I not know who Richmond is? Uh-oh. Call myself a baseball fan, and I don't know somebody who you're excited about seeing play baseball. That kind of reminds me of the time, though, that I went to see a Brewers game against the Nationals, and it had to have been 2018, because I was excited to be able to see Bryce Harper and Juan Soto play, and they both hit a home run against the Brewers. That is the only time I've ever seen the Brewers lose in person. And I wasn't even like too upset with it, because I was like, I got to see Bryce Harper and Juan Soto go deep. It's pretty cool. All right, how do I get through this quick here? There we go. Sim rest of the draft. Who do we get? Ozzy Montoya, Lorenzo Pena, Kevin Kelly, Lawrence Gann, and Greg Menard, Alberto Dorta. That seems like a great list of names. I'm sure they were. We can automate this too. And now we're good. And now, oh, we got a fast track. I'm not doing Porter Hodge again. I can't. Greg Menard next GOAT. Do we have to keep this March to October going just to see what Greg Menard turns into? Did you see Pena have an 80 minimum potential? I wasn't even paying attention. We will look. I'm always curious to look when that final screen actually pops up and you get to look at everybody's attributes and potential. I should play a day game at Pack Attack Park 3 in Pack Attack. See, I keep meaning... I have to make a change to the stadium because it kind of is difficult with certain pitchers to see during the day, like to see their release point. So I got to make a little bit of a change to the stadium to take care of that, and I just keep forgetting to do that. But once I do, we'll rotate in some day games. All right. No, I'm not doing Porter Hodge again, Rob. He's like the only pitcher I've ever failed with in a fast track. I'm not doing it again. Although, I don't know if this one would be... Oh, do I have to do Porter Hodge? We don't need this guy. Like, we just don't. We already have our middle infield covered. We just got Rengifo. We don't need a backup middle infielder. I have to do Porter Hodge again, don't I? Oh, no. I think I do. I think I do, because I was talking a little bit earlier about how... Oh, no, we can see it. Okay, yeah. Jordan Wicks at a 74 is our lowest arm. We could probably use a bit of an upgrade over that, and if we fast track Hodge, he'd become a 70. If we then call him up and it's successful, he becomes a 76. That'd be an upgrade. Porter Hodge redemption. Is that... I guess that's what we're doing, because we don't need this guy. Yep. Porter Hodge redemption it is. I can't believe it. I cannot believe we got another shot with this guy, and I'm actually doing it.